You have to copy the Connect streaming software. How did you do that?
It just took a little bit of time to think about it.
Oh, all right then. So does this mean we're happening? So we're hopefully, like, you know what we're like? Every time we do it, we get a bit better. Tech's off to check on her phone, see if we're live on Gram.
Yeah, of course, just told me you're live on Insta.
Live on Instagram. So I can't actually believe that we've made it, and it's hi Louise. Straight in there. How are you doing, Louise? You okay? I know it's been a tough time for you. So yeah. I'm all smiley because we're on Instagram, and it's like, I think, is this the first time, Tech, we've managed to get Instagram? All three. So we are live right now on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Oh, hi Sharon, Doreen, and Louise again. Much better, thanks. I'm so pleased about that. Did you find your diamonds? Did you find the crown jewels yet? Because for all those who don't know, Louise put the crown jewels in a very safe place and can't remember where it is. So I'm having to learn to work with the lag, because as I'm witter-wattering, I can fancy myself on this one. Oh, Louise, you need to say a prayer to St. Anthony and make a little donation of something. Doesn't Anthony, then they'll turn up. Works for me every time. So yes, so what I'm doing here, there's a short lag. So when I ask a question and I'm like, nobody's replied, nobody loves me today. And it's because I have to wait for you to catch up with me and then the comment to catch back up down. I don't know. It does its thing anyway. So what do we know? Tell me some goss. I'm sticking her head in.
No, I'm just seeing if the comments from did you Instagram come on to your comments on there.
Carrie, so pleased you're here. The Instagram are not, so I will have to have feel like I need to be an octopus for this. So if I go on my Instagram, turn the sound down. Just looking. Oh, my daughter in Australia. Let me show you what she's up to. There you go. Bloody Good Campers, it's called. And she has this. Oh, I missed it then. Killer whale, look. Let me show you again. I'm well proud of her. Really proud. Look at this. This is what she does. So isn't that fabulous? Absolutely wonderful. Killer whales there. I mean, I'd be like, that brown smear that you see on some of these posts. Anyway, I'm not supposed to be looking at that. I'm supposed to be looking at... I haven't got it. Why have you got it and I haven't?
Because you're on as.
Am I there?
Be as.
No. So how do I see it? We're learning. This is a learning experience. Hi, Jules. Tech can sort me out. I like this. Just see, Tech's son says that he's not teaching me anything else because he'll make his mother redundant. And I say, you've no need to worry, Mikey, because as long as I'm here in front of the camera, your mother will never be redundant. Have you found me?
So your red is YouTube.
Yeah.
Your blue is Instagram.
Facebook,
yes, sorry.
So I need pink ones, I think, do I?
Well, it'd be nice.
Bear with me.
It would be nice if it was a different colour, but
bear with me. We've been up to all sorts anyway. I'm waiting for your news. I want to know what you've up to, what you're doing, and then I shall share my news. Hang on. We're just part of a live experiment right now at this minute. So we actually have so much that I'm like dying to blurt out, but I can't blurt it out because it's not ready yet, so I can't tell you. But we've got loads of stuff coming. Oh, Sue, what's on your work desk today?
A bag.
A bag. Can we have a look? Oh, we can have a look at your wedding one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to have a look? Oh, hi, Hazel. I've got you on iPad via Facebook and on phone on Insta, which is slightly in front of Facebook. Oh, there we go. Now, that's really interesting because next time we do a tweed sale, if you're on Insta, then you would be ahead of the game, wouldn't you? Oh, Yeah. Oh, John, hiya. If you taught a Christian rules of thinking, I think that would make the world better. John, I think that window on you. There we go. Bye, John. Power. The power. So, unfortunately, you get a lot of these Looney Tunes. So, oops, sorry. How did you get that on there?
I signed out as Quilting Antics and gone in as you.
Oh, right. Oh, I've got you now. Got you there. I can see you. So, Jules Robb, I've got you on Facebook, and I've got Carrie down here. So, oh, anyway, do you want? So, Melanie, when you are next on Sewing Street, and do we know when the new quilt will be out? Yes and no. I'll show you. So, Sewing Street just agreed, kind of last night / this morning. I'm going to be on there on the 30th of May. Oh my word! Right, gotta confess. So I put my show sheet in, saying what I was going to do. It's going to be there'll be a Japanese one, and then there'll be another one which I've put Poppy Potty Mouse on there, I think, and some other bits and bobs. And now on the spot, I can't remember what I've put on. Right, my favourite week of the year. You've heard me say this before. My favourite week of the year. Every year, the last week, so the May half-term holidays, I give my week up and I go to Scala Kids Live is what it is, and it's Leon's agency. So Lynn, who is Scala, she's the agent. She has kids go into all sorts. In fact, Neville Longbottom, Harry Potter, he's from Scala. Who else have we got from Scala? Laura Pick, who's doing the tour with Wicked. She's a Scala kid. You know, Elphaba. She's the best Elphaba. The little girl that was in Emmerdale, Willow. What was her name in Emmerdale? I can't remember. Was it Millie? Kim Tate's granddaughter. She's a Scala kid. I know her. Who else is a Scala kid? Yeah. So Noah and Sarah Dingle, they're Scala kids. Jenny in All Creatures Great and Small, her younger sister, she's a Scala kid, and it just goes on and on and on. Anyway, so they are ultra talented kids. So like when you're watching a kid in a soap opera, and then all of a sudden they're on the West End, and you're thinking, how did they get that? I'll tell you, who's a Scala dad. David from Coronation Street, he's a Scala dad, and I think he's touring. Is he touring in Ghost this year? I think so. So they're really, really talented kids, and every year they put on this production. It's called Magic of the Musicals, and they do like 20-minute sections from all the different musicals. And I can't remember what's on this year's set, and I'm not even sure if it's common knowledge yet. But every year I have the absolute pleasure of going and being in the costume department for a week every year, and we make the dodgiest costumes ever in the world, with no patterns, no guidance. There's no rules. No rules apply. If you're making something smaller, you never ever cut out the fabric, because next year you may be making it bigger. We put darts in this year. We take them out next year. I'm the queen of darts. I turned up the other year, and she said to me, can you make me some shorts out of this? And gave me this sparkly material. It was absolutely not suitable for shorts. Oh, yeah, okay. How many pairs? Oh, about 12. Oh, right, okay. Have you got a pattern? No. Use these. Give me an old pair of shorts. So, what size? Well, I don't know yet. I haven't cast the kids. Can you do a variety? So we just sit there wazzing it all through the machine, and that's that. So let's have a little look. So anyway, if anybody wants to come and see the show, it's at Eden Town Hall. That blinking John's back in again. Let's get rid of him. Ban user and delete their comments. How many times do we have to ban one guy? Anyway, so it is the half-term week that you know about this. So it's the last week of of May. Anyway, so where did I start with this? So on that week, Sewing Street offered me 4 days, and I thought, oh, it had to be the same week, didn't it? Ooh. Anyway, can't turn it down. But on the Friday, which is opening night, so I'm there. We start rehearsals on the Sunday, and we're there 9 till 5:30. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, the kids don't have to be there until later because they start in the afternoon. They have the dress rehearsal straight into opening night, Friday night. So I'm going to do Sewing Street on the Friday morning. So I figured I can finish on the Thursday night, drive down to Redditch where it's filmed at, do what I need to do Friday morning. And I said, please, can I have some early hours instead of later ones? Get on the road and get back in the car and get back up to Leeds and get my stall all set out in enough time for, fingers crossed, the dress rehearsal, but definitely opening night, because you know on opening night somebody's going to do a leap across that stage and something's going to go rip and it needs fixing ready for Saturday night. So there's only 2 shows, Friday and Saturday. But this is, it's a professional show. They call it a show in a week. It's really clever because what the agent likes to do, Lynn, to give her a proper name, she likes to give the kids an experience of what it would be like if they got a real job in a theatre. So they are, they're like doing it all in, it's like an adult working week, and then taking the show from start to stage. So yeah, if you're around in the Leeds area, Yeadon Town Hall I don't think is fair to call it because it's a theatre and it's fabulous. And I'm just going to check. Oh, hi Vanya, hi Jeanette, hi Justin, hello, Wendy. Yeah, let's have a little thing because I've been waffling and not reading. I'm watching on both. Let's see which is quicker, says Jules. So, right, yeah, anyway, so I'm on Sewing Street, 30th, and I've got, I think it's 8 and 10 a.m. So I will be off air at 11 and off up that road to get back to Leeds. So I'm just looking on Instagram, and we've got So Karen and Atelier and Annie Patch. I hope I'm saying all this right. Needles in the Nest. So welcome to Quilting Antics. This is our Work It Out Wednesday. I haven't even got round to the main reason for coming on here yet, which is to see what we're going to do on Friday, and I've got some ideas. Right, so let me just address some of the comments that you've made, because Melanie, we've told you when we're on Sewing Street, a very long version. Jules, which one's quickest, Instagram, Facebook or YouTube? And Jane Bailey's looking forward to the bag workshop when it begins. Be a bit nervous, to be honest. I've never done quilting before. Don't worry, you're in good company. You'll be fine. I do need to do a ring round, Jen, though. This week is mental. And Vanya, I meant to ring you last night, but I started, get this, I've started a new college course. You know, we did the filmmaking. So I'm now doing photography, learn how to use my camera. So it was the first night last night. So I finished work, and we were crazy busy yesterday. Finished work, zooted down the road to the college, did the college. I thought, oh, I'll ring people on the way back home. Came out the college, my head was like, so I apologise. I didn't get round to ringing anybody, but you are all on my list, so don't think I've forgotten about you. Fiona, thank you so much. Your video. For anybody who hasn't seen it, on our exclusive group, if you ask to join Quilting Antics exclusive group, you will be admitted. If you are like John, you will soon be on your way out. Yeah, Fiona did a lovely video, which I'm going to share on my other groups. And how many of our patterns have you got? I'm absolutely thrilled that she's got a wonderful folder full of our stuff. And then I noticed some of my very good friend Gail's stuff in there as well. Yeah, the photography course was really interesting. I mean, the first one's always a bit boring, isn't it? But we did it, and we've made a start. Do you want to see this bag? So last week I showed you, we'd done do you remember the wedding shop, the panel? This is what it's grown up to become. Ta-da! So it's a big case. We've not done anything like this before. Now, if you were doing it completely in cotton, and don't forget, we use wool, you don't have to. If you were using completely in cotton, you wouldn't have any seams that were visible inside. Royal We has turned it all through and has bound the corner seams. Yeah, so we've done that a little bit different. But if you were doing it in cotton, you wouldn't have to do. But it's a beast. I mean, I didn't know whether it's got in form in it. That's what gives it gives it its stability. So it's a really good thing. I've got nothing in it here. Yeah, I mean, they're great if you're a knitter. You could keep your knitting in there. I think they're great for balls of wool, wouldn't it? So what would you put in here, ladies?
I'd have knitting stuff in. Or,
Knitting.
yeah.
Put my hair dryer, my hair straighteners.
Oh, don't weight it down too much though. Yeah. So would you keep it for domestic? See, I might be tempted. I'm going away. I might put a few little bits in.
Yeah, that's what I mean. My hair
Yeah.
straighteners.
Oh, right. Okay.
Hairspray,
Yeah.
makeup for
Yeah.
overnight
Put your clean
time.
undies in.
Mhm.
What is it Nessa says on
Yeah,
Gavin and
negligee.
Stacey? Yeah.
Negligee.
He's stringing a wipe. Thanks, Wendy. Of course, you'll manage such a delight, Vanya. It's a lovely size. So Michaela was teaching this to her class recently, and she was doing it. They did a couple of sizes. So I will take this one on Sewing Street. I'm not ready to take it yet, but I will. She did one this big and then a bigger one. Now, the bigger you go, obviously it uses more fabric, but the easier it is to work with. Wool does have its limitations because it's a bit thicker. I will tell you that. Let me come in and show you the, if anybody didn't see, it's a wedding shop. Bows and Bells, it's called. Lots of stitchery flowers, and you've got Mother of the Bride, Bridesmaid, and the wedding dress, the cake, and the hats, and then just flowers just to liven it up. So perfect overnight bag for my wrinkle creams. I was thinking something similar, but we don't have wrinkles. We have laughter lines. Louisa put her hand embroidery in. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. So this has been ongoing for a week or two because I think it's safe to say, Sue, it's challenged us, hasn't it? It has challenged us because the instructions that Michaela gave us, which is what we've used originally, the zip went over that way, which you can tell is just not right. So it took a little bit of working out to get this here, and now I have to go back to all the scribbly notes and the scribbled out notes and the rewritten notes and the amended notes and make some sense out of it and probably do some diagrams so that everyone else can manage it too, because it's an easy bag when you've got the instructions right, but if you haven't, it tests you. So that's all got to be done. So are you in a position there where we can have a peek at today's make?
Turn it. Do you want me to turn it?
Go on then. Do you want to see today's make? It's been a finishing off week this week. We planned to do all sorts, as we always do, but with all sorts going on. So you've got to use your imagination with this one. So this one, the working title is Okai the Sioux. So the handles will be joined together and the bottom is going to be boxed, so it'll be square. Obviously, when it's finished, it's going to behave a bit better. But what do you think to that? Look how it looks in the camera.
You just turn it round, show them the back.
Yeah, and then on the back. There. Now, the beauty of not being on Create and Craft, where we were just pushed so far, absolutely so far, we would never have decorated the back on Create and Craft. We wouldn't have had the time. We might have suggested what you could do, but we definitely wouldn't have done it. There's a little bit more than you can see, but I'm not sure I can get in to the camera enough. Can you see all the little seed heads burst in there? It's glorious, isn't it? So the bottom's got to be squared off. Yeah, it's done in one piece, is this. We just wanted to do something that was a different construction. So the lining is already in there, and the lining is going to show on the right side as well. So the handles, so when you're making it, remember this, right sides together, not front and back. They'll be done properly. And then you bind around there, and then you bind around because that's going to come up as well. You bind around there, and that's how you finish it off. So Sue, I think you have done a tremendous job. Sue's the artist around here, you can tell, can't you? She's not bad. She's not bad at all. Let me see if you've got any comments there, Sue. Vanya says she needs it.
She needs it.
She needs it.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, I think so. Jules loves both of them. Fiona says my granddaughter would love that bag. Wendy says beautiful work. And Melanie says she loves the thistles. Sunbonnet Sue's not for her, but super work and great colour choices. Now, you see, if you like that composition, why don't you swap Sunbonnet Sue for a sheep or a Heelan Coo? That would work. You know, anything. So if you've got a pattern and it's got one set of stuff on, you know, a plique there, but you like that bag or whatever, bring those drawings across and put them in. Ed loves the bags, and Louise says, Sue, it's lovely, and Sally Watson loves it too. Oh no, right, Tech's gone and I needed her to get something. So, right then, we are, the point of being here on a Wednesday, it's Wednesday, isn't it? Work it out Wednesday. The point of being here on a Wednesday is for us to have a little chat about what you want to see on Friday. Now, I do have some ideas myself. Vanya says, I'll be wearing a bag per day, but that's if I can make them. Vanya, of course you're going to make them. You are going to make them. And that's that. We will be doing it. So, yeah, the point of being here is Friday night. Now, Vanya suggested she wanted to learn how to make a book cover. And we can do a simple book cover. Whether we do it this week or not, I'm not sure, because I've got something else. Sue, could you do me a favour, please, as Tex just legged it? Could you just get me a random armful of that pile that we've been working on there? So yesterday, you know, I said about, I don't know, a few minutes ago, that just the middle pile, Sue, just grab me a whole chunk, about 10 inches down. No, bit further, bit further, bit further, bit further. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Go on, a big chunk down. That's it. Ooh. This is Sue's workout. Thank you very much. Right, so this week we had a plan. Right, this is what we were going to do. We were going to be doing what we're doing that I can't tell you yet, that I'm absolutely bursting to tell you. But what? So we decided, right, well, it's getting a little bit overrun here. Let's have a tidy up. So what we've been going through lots of stuff, and you know, I buy the remnants, and we end up with remnants as well that we generate. Jane says, "Oh, book cover, lovely to see hints and tips. We'll do it." Yeah, lost my thread now. Yeah, so we end up with all sorts, and we were having a tidy up. So what we've done is we've gathered all sorts together. Now, lots of you might remember that we've made wobblers in the past, and for those of you who don't know, wobbler is a term that's peculiar to Quilting Antics, because Moda have a jelly roll, and I believe we're not allowed to use that term jelly roll, and a jelly roll is a 2.5-inch wide strip of every fabric in whatever range they're on about, and then they roll them up, so a bit like a spiral, and they're about that big. And what do they cost? They cost 50 quid, I think they are, a jelly roll now, if you want an up to the minute one. Well, anyway, we can't call ours jelly rolls, so what we do, we call it a wobbler, because jellies wobble, don't they? So we're not having jellies, we'll have a wobbler. And a wobbler, it has been historically 22 strips, at least 2.5 inches wide. So we're cutting mainly at 3 inches. And the reason we do that is so that any of these books that give you ideas for jelly roll quilts will work for this. So when I say we're cutting at 2.5 inches wide, that's not 2.5 inches wide. That's much wider. That's probably 6 inches wide. So we've got all this stuff that's left over. Now I'm showing you here a random pile. This is not how it would come to you, because I wouldn't be giving you lots of the same thing. And originally a jelly roll was 22 strips that are give or take 70 centimeters long, half the width of the fabric. That's not strictly true. Some are 70 centimeters approximately. So you like, if we've cut it and your scissors have just fallen one way, you might get one that's a bit short or whatever. So here we are. This is a dark one. Let me find a light one to show you. So, oops. Oh, we've got here. This one, you see, it's, let me have a measure. Let me have a measure and just sort you out. Tell you. So this particular one, it's, good guess, 6 inches wide, this one. And you'd get a strip of this. And there's other things that are 3 inches, and there's other things that are higher Karen. There's other things that are different widths. So that one's kind of a different way of this. What have we got here? We've got, I mean, it looks mucky on the screen, but that's purple. And we've got other things, ones that you'll recognise. We've got greys. We've got different weights. So in the in like your standard, in your standard jelly rolls, in your standard wobblers rather, there's 22 lengths that are at least 2.5 inches wide and are 70 centimeters. That comes to, give or take, could I just get you to just put a pause on that for a moment, Sue? Would that be okay? Give or take 70 centimeters and give or take 600 grams ish, I think they're coming at. These here, we've got all different weights of fabric. So usually there's just like furnishing weight in a, if you know what's a wobbler. There's just like furnishing weight in a wobbler. This time we've got all sorts. So you'll probably get more than 22 fabrics. So we're going to, like, you know, the formula isn't going to work for this, but you're going to get a good one. So what you'll get is, and I'm not organizing this, I'm just picking it up. You'll get 22 fabrics, and we roll them up, roll them up, and you get, obviously this is not neat because I've just done it in front of you now. You will get something that looks, I don't know, I'm saying similar to that, a lot tidier than that. And that will be a wobbler. So we are doing all these. And what I'm thinking is, should we do some on Friday night? What do you think? What do you think? Melanie would love a wobbler, but she can't fit any more in her suitcases. Well, Melanie, what I suggest is that before you go to Kuala Lumpur, you use some up. Or stash some when you come back, or get people to ship them out in stages to you. You could like parcel yourself things up and get people to send them every, you know, periodically. Jeanette says, yes, please. I think we've hit some here, Tech.
Could I get ready yet?
Tech's busy over there. She's got 3 piles over there that are all bigger than this one. So there's 1 or 2 to go at. Oh, there we go. So Vanya, beginning of the month, I'd say. Right, do you know what? Louise says wobbler's a great idea. Vanya says beginning of the month. And I'm just going to say now, if anybody's watching and you ever think, oh, I want to take part in that sale, but I'm a bit skint, don't worry about it. Just let me know that you're going to pay in a week or 2 or whatever. No problem. I can sit things here for you. Also, I don't know who's watching that's got stuff. Oh, hi, Pat. We've got, so we do block of the month quilts. And the block of the month quilts, what we do is you order your block of the month, and then your first one, there's a delay in you receiving it. And the reason for the delay is that what we do is we prepare all your blocks. So we don't have like 100 sets of this and 100 sets of that put by. We do it to order. We prepare all your blocks. And the reason is because let's say that that one was it. Oh, maybe that's not a good example. Let me just find an example. Right. Let's just say, for instance, that one was in the quilt, which doesn't look it on the screen, but it's a heathery colour. Let's say that one had finished, but I know that you could swap it quite easily for that one. I can make those changes. Now, this isn't in the quilt, by the way. It's just an example. we can make the changes at the start, and then that colour would go all the way through your quilt, so there wouldn't be any problem. So we will prepare all your blocks at the start. I mean, let's be frank, mostly things are exactly the same, and if we do make changes, mostly you would never notice anyway, because we try and get things so close. So we would prepare all your blocks of the month, and we put them away. There's a bag, your name's on it, there's a thing in a tick list for how many you've had. Do you remember when you used to buy wool, like years ago? You go in a wool shop with your mum, and you know, and you'd get the wool. So and you'd go back every week or however often long, and until mum had collected all this wool. Well, ours is the same idea. It's all there, and it's all put down for you, and there's bags of stuff, and then you just come back on the website the next time you want your block. You order your next block, put in the comments which one you're up to, we send it out, and they sit there. And what that means for some people is that you can rattle through a quilt. You don't have to wait for the next month. You could do one a week, you could do one every other day, you could do what you wanted. Or if life throws you a curveball, or you're busy doing something else, you could come every other month, every third month, and we're really not that fussed. But we have got 2 burgeoning boxes of stuff. So I am going to be doing, and you know how dynamic I am, it isn't going to happen overnight. I'm going to start doing a ring round. So if you've got a block of the month put away and you're still wanting to keep up with it, just let me know, because people who have like fizzled out, I'll kind of be deconstructing their stuff, and it will go into new collections. So hiya Jules. So right, let me just have a little check at the comments. Where are we? Oh, we've got some. Oh, we've got. Oh, hi Granny Nanny on Instagram. So, oh my gosh, there's loads of you on Instagram have been. So Jackie M. Phillips has been here, needlework lady. Carrie says the bags are gorgeous. We've got Nutters, we've got Kate, we've got Dr. I don't know if it's Dr. C.A. Love. That sounds better than Dr. Kalov. And Lynn's Quilts. Hiya to you all. So yeah, why was I telling you that? Oh yeah, because we're going to have a ring round. That's what we're doing with block of the month. Likewise, if you want to have a go at block of the month, crack on. I am looking for, Fiona, you wanted the when the boat comes in. I have got some kits. I know I've got some kits. I just need to put my hand on them rather than remake them, because I know in stock I don't have enough of the right colours to make the quilt in the same colours, but I know I've got some that are cut and put to one side, so I can sort that for you. Sally, I need to make 3 cushions to go with the hair cushions. Would a wobbler work? Are you making hair cushions, or are you making different cushions? So I'm not sure how to answer that. Pat, will there be a lightweight tweed or a mixture? It'll definitely be a mixture. Yeah, all like, yeah. No, they're not alike. That it's a definite mixture. And Manya sent me a message which I shall pick up afterwards. So yeah, so we've got bits of all sorts, but the weight will be the same. So and you can do some really nice things out of the apparel. We did a gorgeous throw. I had a load of apparel, and I looked at the box, and it was like, I'm not inspired. I'm really not inspired by that. They were brown, they were green, they were gloomy, and I thought, hang on, if unable to find when the boat comes in, I don't mind using similar colours. No, that's fine, Fiona, but I think I've got the actual colours. Otherwise, I would have to do different. I'm just trying to locate them. I can't turn the camera around. I'm ashamed to turn the camera around. You know, some of you show me your sewing rooms, but you're not seeing this one. There's a stack of boxes there that goes up to the roof. There's another stack behind it. There's 3 stacks over there. You can't get your knees under a single table round here because it's 2 boxes high the whole way around. What do you reckon we've got under the table? Just on this end, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 64-litre boxes just on this end of the table, and they go all the way down. So there's an awful lot. And then we've got the warehouse, which has got stuff in as well. So there's an awful lot to go through. So anyway, back to the story. So So I got these browns and greens, and I was like really uninspired. There was some blues in there, some navy blues as well. So it was quite a nighttime set of colours, if you will. And so what we did, it was all scrap, this kind of stuff. Well, it was apparel weight actually, so it was more like this kind of stuff. Or even more accurate, it was more like this kind of stuff. So what we did, we chopped them all into pieces, which were the same width. So it was about 5 inches, I think, or something like that. Joined them all. So it didn't matter how long they were that way, but they were all the same width. And then what we did, we joined all the pieces together so that we had long columns, and then we joined the columns together, deliberately trying not to make any seams match across, because if there's no seams to match, no one can see points around. So we made this thing that was about 1 metre square, and once we'd started putting them together, they looked quite good, I've got to say. They were still dark. So then what we did, we got some bright orange and bright orange and green. I've had a couple of oranges, I'm not sure. And we appliqued pumpkins across one corner. And it's one of my favourite throws that we've ever done. Do you remember that one, Sue? The pumpkin throw, where we put all those remnants together in columns. Then we joined all the columns together, and we did pumpkins. And it wasn't square; they were like across the corner. It looked really, really good. Yeah, it did. We got. Oh, hi, Sharon Louise. Mr. Frankson, hello. And oh, we've got quite a lot of you have been through on Instagram. It's not showing many of you on there at once, but I can see that quite a lot of you have been on, so that's really good. Thank you. So right, anyway, back to Friday. Are we okay if we want to do some wobblers? And I've also got some scrap stuff, although I do have a plan for some of the raggy gold dust and things like that, which I might not let you have them all. But shall we do one of those kind of sales on Friday? Would that float your boat? Let me know. And yeah, so right, has anybody got anything else that they want to tell us? I don't ask when we've had these funny fellas that keep putting comments in that I'm deleting. That's the joy of social media. Sounds good to Fiona. That's all we need to know. And Fiona, I'm going to share your post with your kind permission that you gave earlier, and I'll probably share it tomorrow though. Yeah, let everyone else see. I'm going to say what a fantastic loyal customer you are, but actually what a nutter, really, in the nicest possible terms. Sally says yes, please. So 6:30 on Friday night we will kick off. Don't worry about the different platforms and speeds and all the rest of it, because what one person likes, another one won't. I don't really know how we're going to work it, but we'll make it work. And as I say, if you're skint and you need till the end of the month or the start of the next month, not a problem. Just let me know. I don't mind. I've been skint too, and so we kindness. That's what we try and practice here. Kindness. We don't need any of these things that spread your payments and charge you interest. Kindness. That's all we need. So right. Anyway. Oh, hiya, Kiziana. So right. Without further ado, I'm going to end this session, and we'll see you Friday. And we'll have some kind of sale. Oh, Jules says, my Facebook was slow last Friday, so I missed out on everything. Right, Jules, do you do Instagram? Because if you do, and you can put it on now, or YouTube, you can have a little go and see which one's fastest. I'll burble for a minute, so you can have a look if you want. Because some people are getting different results with different platforms. Fiona says, I'm always skint as I buy as soon as I'm paid, and then there's no left till the end of the month. Well, I won't worry, because I've always got more month than money, always, without exception. So you're in good company. And I don't think, I'm hanging on, Jules, I'm hanging on. I don't think you can be a crafter and be wealthy. unless you've got a rich husband who works all the time away in some far-flung place, sending loads of dosh back that he doesn't know that you're like funneling into your best hobby. And don't think it's any different for you at that side of the screen than it is for me at this side. I'll tell you now. It's just that I buy in bigger rolls and bigger quantities. So, Jules, let us know when you're on there and when you've worked out your experiment, and we'll. Oh, Jules is on Instagram now. I can see that you've just joined that. So, hiya, Sue. So, have you got a result? Which one's quickest? Which one's just in front? Because that's your one that that'll do for Friday. But don't worry, because Friday it's not going to be like last Friday where there's only one piece, because there's quite a lot of everything. So I've no idea how we're going to make it work, but we'll make it work, and we'll go through stuff. So right, let's just wait for. Oh, Jules, no. I'm presuming that's the answer to your dilemma. Don't worry, because everyone says, "Oh, it's no good because I'm slow. My internet's slow." But so many people are saying that their internet's slow that everyone's okay. So don't even let it worry you. It's fine, and there's always enough for everyone. Definitely always enough for everyone. So right. Anyway. For now Jules has finished her experiment. I am going to love you and leave you, and I shall see you all 6:30 Friday night. Love you all. Bye.